What a show. I have a show in store for you. This is going to be a day. We've got the playoff picture on screen. I'm so excited to break all this down. We've got one lingering possibility here between Seattle and the Seattle-Green Bay game, or the Seattle-Green Bay matchup here, or this 49er matchup. Who's going to be facing off against the Niners? This is exciting. File on in. Hit that thumb up button on your way in the door. Appreciate you all being here. Travis first in the building. The Fantasy Football Show begins right now.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern.
What is going on, everybody? My name is Smitty. You're watching the Fantasy Football Show, and this is the show you've been waiting for. The fantasy football season for everybody has concluded, minus the Sunday night game, which is here soon to kick off. So much is dependent on this game because, obviously, as you see before you, you have the Seattle Seahawks or the Green Bay Packers facing off against the 49ers. Who will be the team facing off against the 49ers? If the Green Bay Packers win tonight against the Lions, they're in. If the Lions win, then the Seattle Seahawks will claim that spot. But you have the bracket, the playoff bracket sitting right in front of you. Lions are out. Lions are out. The Lions needed the Seahawks to lose that game against the Rams in order to be in. The Lions would have needed to win as well, but now that the Seahawks won that game against the Rams, the Lions are out. They're still going to play tough, hard football, though, knowing the Lions, knowing that coaching staff. But if the Lions go in and beat Green Bay will be out and Seattle will be in. If the Green Bay Packers win, the Green Bay Packers are in that 7th seed. So right in front of your face, you can see the entire makeup of the playoffs. Miami at 7 will face off against the Buffalo Bills. The Baltimore Ravens will be facing off against the Bengals. The Jaguars will host the Chargers. The Kansas City Chiefs have a bye. The Philadelphia Eagles have a bye and home field advantage with the win today. That clinches the playoff home field advantage all the way through the championship game. Seahawks or the Green Bay Packers. I predict the Green Bay Packers. The Lions are going to put up a big fight tonight, but I think the Green Bay Packers win the game. They win, they're in. I think they face the 49ers, who are the 2 seed. The Giants, number 6 seed, against the Minnesota Vikings, number 3 seed. The Dallas Cowboys look like they need to clean up some stuff, but they have the 5 seed against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the 4 spot. This is the playoff picture, only contingent upon this game right here, or this spot right here. The Green Bay Packers face the Detroit Lions tonight. So interested in hearing what you guys think of the playoff layout. This is what we're looking at. The playoff picture is pretty much mapped out. It's nice to see it all mapped out instead of having a lot of contingencies, just one tonight, but I love having something on the line for the Sunday night game, so it will be absolutely fantastic. File on in, and if you guys got any questions or you want to tell me you won your championship, drop that in the live chat. We got a super chat here. Phone lines, let's get to it.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Phone lines are open. I'm going to leave this on screen. You guys know the number. If you don't, then you probably won't be able to call in, but sometimes I do this anyway, so we don't have too many calls at once. I'm at the 114th with Chark still playing. My opponent is at 98.98. He has nobody left. Should I leave my wide receiver slot empty so I don't get negative points? Bro, you're not going to score minus 15 points. And honestly, I wouldn't do that. That's such a cheesy way to play. Let your players go out and play. Let them go out and play ball. And if you get minus 15 from Chark, you deserve to lose, and I would take the loss with a smile and a frown at the same time. But there's no way I'm going to pull a player when I'm down 15. That looks really, really crazy. No way. Put your boys out there. Let them roll, and don't worry about stuff like that. All right, file on in. Call in if you've got a question. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. To the moon. I'm sending you to the moon, young man, for dropping that super
To the
chat.
moon.
I don't know if anybody disagrees with me. Would anybody play it totally safe and just bench the guy? I wouldn't. You're not going to get minus 15 for one. I mean, he could go out and throw 3 interceptions. You know, like, hey, Chark, let's have you throw 3 times and then get a negative 10-yard play. Like, there's just no way. There's no way. He can't even get, even if he threw 3 INTs and ran 1 negative 10-yard run, he's still borderline going to win you the game. I just think it looks bad. You know, it looks like you're scared. Go out there and finish it off, bro. Pile it on. Dial on in if you've got a question. Thomas with a super chat. Thomas with a $4.99 holler. I need 32 points from Watson to win my league. Tell me I have a chance. Let's put some good vibes in the air, bro.
To the moon.
Good vibes in the air for you. Also, guys, don't forget, we have a Moon Men premiere tonight in T-minus 29 minutes. And I'm going to jump off here and go straight to the premiere, watch it live, and comment live in the chat where you can ask me questions. The third Moon Man is announced in T-minus 29 minutes. The third Moon Man will be launched in 29 minutes on the channel in a live premiere. Make sure you are there. Thanks, man. I just hope he didn't fumble multiple times. Yeah, Zamora, I understand your dilemma or your concern, but I'm letting my boys play ball. I mean, you could sit them, but what if there's some kind of like thing in the rules? Have you read it through properly? Do you like forfeit the match if you do that or something like that? Like people are, there's some weird rules. I mean, just roll with it, man. New Moon Man, True Penguin, dropping in 28 minutes. T-minus 28 minutes, and you will have yourself a new Moon Man. I can't wait to reveal Moon Man number 3. Numero 3. Moon Man droppage in T-minus 28 minutes and counting. Tell your league mates why you won watching Smitty, plus this chat guiding you to the chip. Attaboy Peanut Butter. Don't be afraid to tell your league mates about the show. Let's go over this. Like, let me give you my predictions as far as this whole thing goes. I kind of feel like if I had to make a prediction, let me give you my predictions. My predictions will be, we'll put them in, let's see, we'll put them in color green, okay? So these will be my predictions. I think Buffalo wins this game. I think Cincinnati wins this game. I think Jacksonville wins this game. I think Jacksonville's got a lot of things they need to clean up, but I do believe this will be what happens, and then I think Jacksonville will have to see. Okay, so in this matchup right here, the San Francisco 49ers win this game. In this matchup right here, the Minnesota Vikings win this game. In this matchup right here, I'm gonna go Tampa Bay wins this game. I think Dallas has got too much they need to clean up. These are my predictions so far. Who disagrees with me so far? Buffalo, Cincy, Jacksonville, San Francisco, Minnesota, Tampa Bay. Who disagrees with me? Drop it like it's hot. Minnesota is the 3 seed. They're the 3 seed. Tampa Bay's the 4 seed. Jacksonville's the 4 seed. Cincinnati's the 3 seed. Buffalo's the 2. And San Francisco's the 2. So, Giants will beat the Vikings. Jacksonville stinks. Yeah, but you know what? Chargers, I don't think the Chargers are winning that game. I think Jacksonville is good enough to win this game. I don't know that they're good enough to win another game. Aaron Jones or DeAndre Swift. Give me Aaron Jones, I suppose. I don't think it matters Green Bay or Seattle. I think San Francisco wins this game. Their defense is too good. San Francisco would then move on to be this bottom seed over on this side of the bracket, and then Minnesota would face San Francisco because Philly would have the right to face the worst team left by seed. So it would go like this. So Philadelphia, Tampa, Minnesota, San Francisco. Then over here, Buffalo would be the bottom seed over on this side of the bracket. Let's move that over. Cincinnati would face Buffalo because Jacksonville would be who the Kansas City Chiefs get to face off against since they're the worst seed left. Does everybody agree so far? Am I losing anybody? So we've basically gone down to this right here. Anybody disagree? Have I done anything wrong? I think I've done everything correct. Okay. So this is how the bracket looks so far. Home field to the Eagles. Okay. Now predicting who wins here. I'm going to say KC's going to cakewalk this one. KC cakewalk. Buffalo. I don't know. Buffalo. Who's winning this game? Who's winning this game right here? Bengals or Bills? Bills or Bengals? This is going to make the underdog draft so much more fun because now we can predict who's likely going to be able to go all the way to the championship game. Underdog Smitty, code Smitty, Underdog Fantasy, link in description. Play Underdog Fantasy, these gauntlet and mitten drafts where you draft playoff teams. This is going to be so much more fun now that we kind of know what the bracket looks, or we know exactly what the bracket looks like. I'm going to get in some drafts right now. We might even do a draft right now. Are we going with Joseph Burrow? Let's go with Joseph Cigar Smoking Burrow. How could we bet against him? Okay, we're going to go ahead and put Joseph Cigar Smoking Burrow up against KC. Okay, now it's going to be the Philadelphia Eagles beating Tampa Bay. And then it's going to be the Niners knocking off the Minnesota Vikings. It will be, in my opinion, the Eagles versus... Did I do something wrong there? The Eagles versus KC. And my champion is going to be KC. Champion KC. I'm running out of room. Champion KC. That is my bracket in very rough format. All over my screen. Buffalo winning. Cincy winning. Jaguars winning. San Francisco winning. Minnesota winning. Tampa Bay winning in the first round. Followed by Tampa facing Philly and Philly winning. Minnesota facing the Niners winning. Philly eventually beating the Niners to make the Super Bowl. Buffalo losing to the Bengals. Jacksonville losing to KC. KC beating the Bengals. KC facing off against the Eagles. Kansas City winning the Super Bowl. I want Joe Burrow to win. I really, really do. I'll be rooting for Joe Burrow to win the Super Bowl. I think Mahomes is kind of on a mission. Andy Reid and Mahomes appear to be on a mission. You did this to start controversy, and it worked, says Mr. Pittsburgh. I did? What did I start a controversy on? San Francisco winning. They're too good. They are pretty good, bro. They're pretty good, but I think there's a case to be made that KC, the Philadelphia Eagles, and the cigar-smoking Joe Burrow and the Buffalo Bills are all pretty much in the same boat as the Niners, bro. The problem with the Niners is Shanahan. He's your weakness. He's your strength at the onset. He's your weakness at the end of the day. Because he takes his foot off the gas. You guys should have been blowing out the Cardinals by way more than you were midway through the game. And I just feel like Shanahan takes his foot off the gas too much. It's crazy. I just feel like there's going to be a moment in the game where you're like, I can't believe Shanahan did that. Scratching your head. Why does he do this? Why does he do? There'll be people calling for his job at some point. Not talking about first round. I'm just saying throughout this playoff run, Shanahan's going to take his foot off the gas pedal. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I'm predicting here. I don't know. Any one of these teams could win. I'm not going to feel ashamed of myself if the Niners end up knocking off the Eagles and making the Super Bowl. They're all very, very, very close. They're all very good teams. Wouldn't shock me if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, made it all the way to the NFC Championship game. The NFC is a lot better than we thought it was going to be. At the beginning of the year, it was like, oh my God, the AFC West, it's so good, it's unbelievable. When at the end of the day, we had the Raiders crapping the bed, we had the Chargers kind of crapping the bed and crawling into the playoffs. We had the Denver Broncos looking like trash. We had literally the Kansas City Chiefs are the only team from the AFC West that really played up to par, and it's just a very different playoff picture than we think. Well, Shanahan crapped the bed in game 1? No. In game 2? Probably not. I think the team bails him out. But at some point on your march into the NFL Super Bowl appearance, or maybe you crack a spot. Maybe you crack the NFC spot. You get in there. You're sitting there, and then Shanahan takes his foot off the gas in the Super Bowl game. I don't know. It could be the championship game. It could be the Super Bowl game. Brady wouldn't shock me. Can anybody sit here and say that playoff Brady's different than non-playoff Brady? Can anybody sit here and say that there's no way they can't even fathom Tom Brady winning a Super Bowl? It wouldn't be the craziest thing ever. It would go along with the greatest of all time narrative that we see every single year, almost every single year. It would not shock me in the slightest. But this is my prediction. I'm not predicting the Tampa Bay Bucks to win the Super Bowl. I'm telling you that this is a tough call. For anybody to come in and say this is garbage or no way that could happen, look, your scenario can happen too. Joseph Burrow could win this whole thing. Joseph Burrow is the new Tom Brady. Joseph Burrow will start winning championships at some point. Joseph Burrow I will be pulling for out of everybody on this list. Out of every team, I will be pulling for the Bengals. I just think KC's on a mission. I'm trying to use my brain and logic and not my heart. My heart says Bengals. My gut, my logic, the logic side of my brain says go KC all the way. Doesn't mean the NFC won't have a fighting chance. Doesn't mean Jalen Hurts can't single-handedly win a championship game and then a Super Bowl game just back-to-back, putting things on his shoulders, putting the whole game on his shoulders. He absolutely could. This will be a crazy, crazy game. I'm super excited. A crazy, crazy game tonight. I'm super excited to find out if the Seahawks are able to get in with a Green Bay loss, or if the Lions can beat the Lions can beat the Packers and Seattle get in, or Green Bay can win and get in on their own accord. So it'll be absolutely amazing. You guys don't know. You have no clue. No offense to my very loyal group out here. Over 100 people in here, only 31 of you have punched the thumb up button. You guys have no clue, not a single clue how much content I'm going to create for 2023. You guys better get so amped, because I am more energized than I've ever been in my entire life for creating content. And I love the offseason. I get giddy about it. I'm like a kid in a candy store, and I just can't contain myself. And I'm creating content after content after content. I've been kind of holding back to really explode with the content because I wanted the fantasy season to actually conclude. I wanted a lot of these teams that were going to potentially maybe have a wild card spot or maybe not to be concluded, so I can make some predictions knowing that we won't see playoff production that will influence rankings and my decision, and I'll know kind of where I'm at with creating content around those teams. I've been holding off. But I'm telling you right now, you have every single one of you has zero clue as to how much content I plan to produce, whether it's psychology and fantasy football, whether it's mock drafting, whether it's rookie only content, whether it's dynasty, whether it's redraft mode, whether it's dynasty mode activated. Everything under the sun, your boy Smitty's prepared for it. We're going to do it live. People are getting burrowed left and right, and people are going to remember it.
Get burrowed.
And it's all coming for you. And it all starts in T-minus 15 minutes when my live premiere kicks off. My live premiere about who the next Moon Man is. Number 3. We've got 2 already. I can't even show it to you right now because I've already got it all set up. And if I hit the button now to show you who the two most recent Moon Men people are, you'll see Moon Man number 3 because he's on the list already. It's coming. Get ready. 2023. Even if you decided, Smitty, I really had a bad... It was not a satisfactory ending to my fantasy football season. I'm thinking about quitting, Smitty. Even if you wanted to quit and I couldn't talk you out of it, you have zero reason to leave if you still plan on watching NFL football next year, regardless of your fantasy football commitment. Because this is a news channel. This is a fantasy football channel, yes, and during the season we get an extraordinary amount of super chats for Start Bench questions, and it kind of makes people feel like, okay, this channel's changed a little bit, but that's the nature of the end season. In the off season, from now until the end of the season, it's going to be so amazing in terms of news and NFL content and your one-stop shop just to get football information, talk about the NFL draft, free agency, what trades could be likely, what suspensions are coming down, Alvin Kamara. We got all kinds of stuff brewing. Where will Tom Brady be? Where will Sean Payton be coaching, and will Tom Brady be with him? Where will Aaron Rodgers be? Will Brady and Rodgers both retire, or will they both return to their current cities and play for the current teams, or will one or both be elsewhere? Where will Aaron Rodgers be with Adams in Las Vegas? Will Lamar Jackson be back in Baltimore or be slinging the rock in New York, throwing the football to Garrett Wilson, who is a Moon Man, I might add, one of the 2 Moon Men we've already dropped? Will Bijan Robinson go to the Arizona Cardinals, who now are the number 4 overall draft pick, who have led the league essentially in rushing touchdowns with their RB, their starting RB, James Conner, has been locked and loaded in touchdown production for 2 straight years. He's one of the top touchdown producing running backs in fantasy football because the Cardinals love to run the ball. They just can't run the ball as well as they would like to. Will Bijan be in my hometown? I'm here in Phoenix, and I'm super excited to potentially invite him in as an Arizona Cardinal because I think there's a real strong possibility. Or will Josh Jacobs be elsewhere, and will the Raiders select Bijan Robinson? Will Bijan fall all the way to number 10 and land with the Eagles? Probably not. I don't think Bijan falls. Oh, but Smitty, running backs don't go high in the NFL draft. This is a different player. This is a different NFL draft. This isn't your grandma's draft. This is a draft where Bijan Robinson will be inside the top 10, maybe the top 4, probably the top 4 to 7. Bijan Robinson is coming in hot, and he's going to be a top 10 pick, and you're going to have to trade up for him. If you're sitting at 10, 11, 12, 13, Bijan Robinson's coming for fantasy football. Bijan Robinson's the number 1 dynasty player in fantasy football.
Dynasty mode activated.
Bijan Robinson is the number 1 fantasy football player in dynasty. Bijan Robinson, number 1 overall. In redraft,
Redraft mode activated.
probably 6 to 10. Probably 6 to 10 in redraft. 6 to 10 overall. 6 to 10 overall in redraft.
Dynasty mode activated.
Number 1 overall in Dynasty. Do you understand the concept of the show going forward? It's not just Dynasty, redraft, it's all encompassing. We're tacking everything at once because I want you to get your fix of every single facet of fantasy football, whether it's going to be auction, psychology, negotiating trades, dynasty, redraft. We still have the Dynasty channel as well. Have you subscribed to the Dynasty channel? We just hit over 1,000 subscribers, and going forward, Monday on, I'm going to try my best to drop 1 show a day on the Dynasty channel, which a link I just dropped right now. Please subscribe to the Dynasty channel this very second. I dropped the link right now in the live chat. I'm going to pin it in the live chat. Please make sure you're subscribed to the Dynasty channel. We're potentially opening up a best ball channel so that all best ball content can go on the best ball channel. Not all Dynasty is going to go on the Dynasty channel. As I just alluded to, we'll be talking on the main channel in this
Redraft mode activated.
format
Dynasty mode activated.
constantly. But on the Dynasty channel, you will find Dynasty specific stuff. So get ready. Buckle up. I guarantee you're going to be blown away by this 2023 fantasy football content season that I'm about to drop. Dial into the show.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Smitty, can you pleasant that one more time? I don't know what you're saying, bro, but let me know and I will definitely hit you with it. Yeah, subscribe if you're not new to this channel, guys. We're doing it live here, and I gotta go get some food in a minute. We're getting ready for the kickoff of this game. I can't wait. Has the game even kicked off yet? I've been ranting and raving, and I have no idea if the game's already underway. Here I am. Let's go to the countdown. I'm ready. Smitty's getting excited. Red zone. I had the red zone on last. Come on. Go. Rock out. You're live.
What's up?
Hello?
Depending on what Swift does tonight, where you think we'd be taking them next year?
I don't think the Lions sit their starters winter. I think that they want to play tough. I'm sorry, rock out. Say one more time.
Depending if Swift has a good game tonight, where you think you would have him if he has a good game tonight?
If Swift has a good game tonight, like a really good game, like give me definition of good game. Give me definition of great game. Give me definition of good game.
Like 70 yards rushing and 50 yards receiving and at least one touchdown.
Okay, so 70, 50 and a TD. He goes in the top of round 3 in 2023 with people flirting with, I'm going to be the guy that's going to see him finally do it, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to grab him. And then people that say, I want to avoid him, and it's going to be a big range. It's going to be a big range of, if this is your draft slots here, round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4, he's going to probably have the biggest range of this area and this area. His ADP will be all over the map depending on the format, depending on where you're drafting.
Yeah.
It'll be all over the place. If he goes out and craps the bed, and let's say crapping the bed is like, I don't know, 20 yards rushing and like 15 receiving and no TDs, he probably goes in round 4 or 5. And I could see people saying I'm not drafting him. Like, it's going to be crazy. Why is Mitch? Why are you sleeping? What are you talking about? What's going on? What are you sleeping? Oh, rock out sleeping. I was like, what are we sleeping on? What happened? What am I sleeping on, Mitch? He's sleeping because rock out's on the phone. I love it. Rock out. Give me another scenario. Give me something tough. That's funny, Mitch.
But the caveat on that, are you going to trust the offensive coordinator to actually give him the ball next year?
Who?
Swift.
Do I think they're going to give him the ball? I don't know. That's what Swift's got, a talent level of probably talent of being a top 5 RB in a situation that feels like 11 to 15. So there's a big difference between his talent, top 5, his situation feels like 11 to 15. What happens with the running back spot heading into, appreciate you, Mitch. Heading into the offseason, what happens? What goes on? What is Jamal Williams' contract? Let's look that up. Jamal Williams contract. What is his contract? Jamal Williams signed a 2-year deal worth $6 million, including a $1.2 million signing bonus, $3.2 million guaranteed, and average salary of $3 million. Let's see here. He's an unrestricted free agent in 2023. So he's an unrestricted free agent. Problem is, will he get a hometown? Will he give a hometown discount? Will he not get any suitors? Remember when Melvin Gordon ventured off? Let's leave. Everyone's like, he's tested free agency. Thank you very much. Oh, he's gone. Then what does he do? He doesn't get any offers, so he comes back and they sign him. So just even if he hits free agency, don't assume he's good as gone. He may not be gone. But if Jamal Williams is gone, we have a lot more excitement around. Look at this. Look at Watson. I love Watson. And no, Watson isn't the Moon Man. However, I'll just say however, I'm going to end it at that. However, I'm afraid Watson has such a good game tonight that it will make potentially putting him on the Moon Man list. Not irrelevant or whatever, but I want there to be, like, I'm rooting for him not to explode. If he has a 60-yard and a touchdown game, that will be good. So in case we do add him to the list here real soon, because I'll be honest with you, I wavered between this player and Christian Watson, the player that I've put on the Moon Men list. So get ready for the Moon Men list to be added to. You what, Rockout?
Oh, I got another one for you. What do you think is going to happen with the 49ers quarterback situation next year?
49ers quarterback situation next year. I think it all depends on how good Brock Purdy does on the way out the door this year and whether he actually exits the door. Look, he's looking phenomenal. 3 TDs today, right? Yeah. He, multiple touchdowns pretty much the whole way, right? He's looking fantastic. And he's got quick feet. Look, Watson already off to a hot start. Why couldn't Watson do this last week? I had Watson and JJ in a league, in Miss Smitty's work league, which I ended up losing. I dominated the whole season. Everybody even said, I went to a work party. They're like, oh, we're playing with a pro. This is fantastic. Like they were giving me accolades all over the place. I'm like, yeah. It's the best team, I've ever assembled. Like, I walk out, bro. Like this is in the bag. And all I needed was JJ and Christian Watson to do something. JJ and Watson together got me like 2 points. Watson and JJ got me 2 points, and I lost my league. And I had Burrow. So I had Burrow, JJ, and Watson accumulate. I don't even know if did Yahoo add in the scoring? Did Yahoo add back in Burrow's scoring, or did they leave Burrow with 0 points? I forget.
I don't even know.
I forget how Yahoo dealt with it. Let me go look real quick. Congratulations, you got second place. Thank you. When I open up the app, I'm so frustrated.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's see, week 17. Yeah, it looks like they gave me 0 points. They didn't even give me. Yahoo didn't even give us the points. Yahoo didn't even give us Burrow's 8 points. It's canceled, so they take the points off the board. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be, this is not coming from an insensitive place. I can chew gum and walk at the same time. I can feel concerned for this. I can totally have somebody in my prayers, but I feel like the NFL completely botched this. I mean, canceling the game, I just think it's garbage. The game played a little bit. I don't understand how they came to this conclusion. And I think that they tried to screw the Bengals. And I'm not happy about it. I know a lot of people aren't, and I'm okay admitting that because I don't think that makes me an insensitive person. I think it's only honesty to say, hey, this is my job. Okay? I got real offended when people say fantasy's garbage, it's meaningless, it doesn't mean anything. Forget fantasy. Fantasy's stupid. Fantasy, this is my job. And there's a lot of people that come here for relief. And there was, forget who it was. God, I'm already blanking out who it was. J Mac, I think. J Mac said, was it J Mac that said he was homeless and he leaned on the show and he overcame a lot in his life, and it's like that's what I'm here for that. That's part of what my show is about. And so it's frustrating to hear people be negative toward the fantasy industry. But anyway, I needed JJ and Watson and Burrow to literally combine, just have okay days, maybe 10 points each. They got me a combined 2 points, bro. 2 points. But it is what it is. Hey, premiere starting right now. I got to let you go. Everybody go watch the premiere on the main channel right now. It's starting in T-minus 1 minute. It's the Moon Men release number 3. Rock out. I'll see you later. Go watch it.
All right. See ya.
Later. All right, guys. I'll see you later tonight. I'm sure I'll go live to recap more of this, but go watch the premiere. Just go to the main channel, YouTube main channel. Watch the premiere. It's counting down right now. Moon Man number 3. I'll see you in the live chat over there. People are getting burrowed left and right, and people are going to remember it.